PAYNETTE'S hotels. Make sure you...
No, it looks short because I'm standing next to you.
Sorry. Make sure...
Never.
Welcome back to the Sandy Joan YouTube channel.
Hey! Hi guys! Welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, hi! My name is Sandy Joan and welcome to the Sandy Gang. Sandy Gang. Sandy Gang. Hey! I like people who have psych for my intro. Yeah, you deserve all good things in life. So she's back. Yay. And we're wearing the same clothes. Come and fight us.
Come and beat us.
Come and beat us. We'll drop in.
Yeah.
Jonathan, okay, no photography. That's where we are. Come and beat us. Come and beat us. You can't. I thought so. First of all, before we go any further, thank you, Sharon, for coming through. Sharon plugged me. Sharon is my friend for a while now. She's also a content creator. Check her out. Link in the description bar. And so we are at this bomb studio doing the most. So PAYNETTE'S, what are we talking about? Do you know?
Posing. I just know posing. Something more posing.
So now, if first of all, I've made a playlist called How To. Go watch it before you watch this one because this is for after you book the job. So the first video I did with PAYNETTE'S ever is how to book a modeling audition, how to walk the runway. Now we've told you what kind of modeling there is. Now you've booked a job. You're like, hey, when I get there, what do I do? So we're going to show you, by we I mean PAYNETTE'S, because hey, we're how to pose. Simple poses for runway and photography, so that if it's your first runway ever, you don't do too much. Because sometimes I go to runways and people are doing the most. If it's not a pageant, why are you turning 42 times? Like, baby, you're selling the clothes, you're a hammer.
Exactly.
You sell them good. Or how to pose simply in like a shoot, so that it's not just all my poses are like this. Hands akimbo as all models.
That's so beautiful.
Right?
That's
a model 101. When you don't know what to do with your hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do like behind the scenes of when we're doing our Polaroid, so that we just also see
2021. That's what we're
how
doing.
to just like posing, like what does lighting, because it's very important for models to understand what lighting they're using.
Yeah.
Where the light is. Sometimes you
which
pose
angle
and
it's hitting. Know your angle.
You are away from the light.
Yeah. Or you've turned your face now. It's like, so where are you? I get it. So we'll do that with PAYNETTE'S owes you. If it's not on my channel, it's on hers. So one of us owes you. So what are the simple poses you would say? So after this, PAYNETTE'S is going to show us. Yeah? No? Yay! And also, if we can find pictures where we posed it this way, there will be play on the screen. So simple poses, let's say for runway. High fashion runway, not pageant.
So fashion, first of all, if you guys have watched international pageants, there's no...
Sorry,
international runways.
Yes.
Runways.
Yes.
There's no posing.
They just walk and then they go.
They just
and
walk?
it's usually, it's not always like a straight line like ours where it's at VRT. So like they'll zunguka somewhere and disappear.
Exactly.
So photographer will get your shots as you walk.
As you walk.
So look nice the whole time.
That is the shot that sells you. And I tell models, most models think that time when you're posing there like this, so you're turning
that's the shot.
No, that's not the shot, my friend.
It's the walking shot.
The walking shot, especially when you have one foot landing and one foot just taking off.
It's not a catwalk, Kabisa. That's the selling
look
shot.
at
Money shots.
Any international model. Any. Don't even go far, just go to Nigeria. Even just go to Kampala, don't even go far. Ethiopia.
Right here, our neighbors.
Just go to their photos and see what kind of pictures they post. They post
it's that walking shot.
That shot, that's
a money shot. So don't wait to look nice at the end. Have your fears on, have the best walk so that those pictures they are wonderful.
But I think also the challenge for Kenyan models is the runners are usually very short.
True. So there's not enough time, or if you get in the middle, it'll be like almost portrait in a cutters, thighs. I get that.
But then also, I think one thing something I learned a long time ago is usually when you start your catwalk, your first 3 steps are usually your weakest. Then you go as you build.
Then momentum comes.
Your step number 4, 5, 6 are usually your strongest, and then you're going into a pose, so you bring it down.
Slow down.
So when you're doing step number 7, 8, 9, usually your face already looks like, okay, it's gonna pose, you're more relaxed and you're almost slouching.
Yeah.
But pose,
you're relaxing towards.
Step 3, 4, 5, 6.
Photographers, if you're watching this, that's when you take pictures of us, please and thank you. So 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now for photo shoots, what are like basic poses? I know we are not all as advanced as Paynette. Paynette breaks her back on shoots. Where? I will insert pictures. Or you can follow her on Instagram, link in description, and see. Paynette does the most. But then I'm just starting out. I don't know how to do all these things yet. I don't know my angles quite well, but I want a nice shot. What do I do? What are the simple poses?
I think the first thing.
Do you want to talk about them and then show us, or talk and show? Let's talk about them.
We can talk about them first.
Okay.
So I think the most, if you're just starting out, the first thing that you should do when you go for a shoot is just be open-minded.
Okay.
Be as open-minded as possible, and then don't come there. Don't go and do research. In fact,
you're like, I'm going to pose like this, Pinterest pose.
In fact, don't even do research. Just go. And I tell models, this is why it's good to collaborate. Work with someone who's willing to also learn, so that as you teach each other, you also learn something.
Yeah.
You have time to practice. When you go for a professional shoot, nobody has time for you to practice.
Actually, I'll do it like this. And maybe it won't look the way it looked in that picture. You will look a hot mess.
I don't even look the way it looks in your head.
I know. In your head, you're like, I'm doing it. But on the lens, the photographer is like, yeah, what is this?
Exactly. So go there very, very open-minded. Number 2, try out as many things as possible. And then take direction. Because photographer will always tell you, it's not working.
Yeah.
Let's go this direction. So take that direction and just go with it.
Okay.
So the most basic thing to know when you're doing a shoot is your eyes. Always go where your nose is.
Oh, so otherwise you look like a kengeza.
So don't do this or this.
Where your
Eyes
nose is?
and nose. When your nose turns, your eyes also turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Something
Are
else.
you listening? I know you want to shoot a profile pic after this.
Then after that, once you know how to position your face, number 2 is 45. This is 90 degrees. Yeah.
So
45, 45. Like if I'm facing the
90
front.
is to me. Yeah.
If I'm facing the front, this is 45. This is 45.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the farthest your head should turn.
Oh.
So if you're, let's say you want to pose like, if I'm facing, your body is facing here and you want to do maybe something like this, it's here.
Don't go here.
45. Don't do this.
Because what you doing? You're not even in the light anymore.
Exactly.
So you're facing the
We can't see. Those are just simple basics, like the angle that you're supposed to maintain. And then of course, if you want to go beyond this, you have to turn your body a bit, then you can. Then don't ever forget where the lens is.
45.
You have to see your face.
The lens is your best friend.
Exactly.
Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your person. Alright.
So of course, the most basic pose we all know is this one, with the hands akimbo and your feet apart.
Like in an A. She's going to do it. So it makes sense.
We know you guys. It's always as this and your feet apart. And unfortunately, most of you don't even get this one right.
I'm like, it's a power pose. And we're not saying that now don't do any basic poses. You can do them, but if you're not doing it right, that's out of the point.
Exactly. And then something else I've seen most beginner models doing is, I think I'll just show. Then I think that one I'll show you. I'll show you what people do. But then the most basic pose is usually this one. And for headshots, I think everyone goes here.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like commercial, like I'm the COO of KCB. Like, hello.
I know everyone goes here. Yeah. But then also when you're doing this, remember, your little finger is the one that faces the camera at all times.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that after all these years.
Don't ever do this one. Your thumb should never face the camera.
This is weird.
Your little finger, anytime you're posing, even when, for example, the photographer moved, assuming the photographer was this side, and I wanted to pose like this or like this, remember, this finger is the one that's supposed to always
out
point
towards him. Hey, you should pay us for this. These tips are too many now. So now the little finger always facing
the photographer.
Okay.
Don't ever use your thumb. Makes your hand look bigger.
Okay. And whatever is closer to camera looks bigger, so you look like you just have huge.
So this one,
no one wants to cast girls.
Nice.
It's nice and delicate.
Exactly.
It's art.
And then, of course, your hands should always be ballerina.
Okay.
Ballerina. As in,
legeza mkono,
like
yani.
kabisa. You've seen people who pose like this.
All the fingers, like let it legeza. I don't even know how to say it, but like just relax your hand so that it looks
as
like
natural.
You're like in the middle of a ballerina dancing.
Exactly.
It's not just.
And then also I think with posing you shouldn't struggle so much. Try and dance. As in try.
I feel like dancers make really good models.
Exactly.
Especially photo models. Hi Gino because it's just easy for them to. It's so fluid. The movement is fluid as opposed to I'm here now. I'm here.
Exactly. You look at even Kokorosha.
She can do a billion poses in 2 seconds. If you don't know Kokorosha, please Google.
And she's a dancer.
Ah, that's why. So much makes sense now.
She does all these magical movements, and you're like, wow.
When I grow up. So it's more fluid. So if you can think of dance, that's why I like sets that play music because the movement is easier if you are nervous, especially. But you'll never have sets all the time with music. If you're in the middle of the jungle, where will you get the music? So please just dance in your head.
Carry your own. Or play your own music.
Yeah,
like
in your head you can be like, ooh, okay, I'm feeling that beat. Okay. And head to toe modeling, that one Tyra taught me with America's Next Top Model.
Exactly.
Because you like the top part might be such a nice shot, but like your feet are doing nothing for the shot. Or like your feet are doing your body is doing the most and your face is flat. So
and it's also important
be conscious
to know what works for you.
Okay.
Because
this you learn with experience.
Yeah, true. I think for me, my struggle has always been my arm. I am very strong. My legs are strong. Like I am so solid.
For real?
Super solid. But
upper body.
What to do with this?
You're like, where do I take
But
my
I think
hands?
also sometimes because I feel like my arms are too long, so
no such thing in modeling. We like the long
placing them.
Yeah, you're like, where do I put
weird.
them?
But I feel like you need to learn yourself. I think I learned that a long time ago, so it has helped me to work on my arms. So anytime I'm going for a shoot, I always go to, okay, what do I do with my arms this time that I didn't do the other time?
So now you think ahead of that.
Yeah,
okay. So know your angles. Also, I'll talk about plus modeling because that's what I am. Don't, with the looking up pictures at you've gone to Pinterest to be like, I'll pose like this. Sometimes it works because she's a size 0 to 4. Me with my rolls, I can't just place myself in that same angle because I know what works for me. So maybe I want to pull myself up more so that I don't roll at this section. Know what works for you and your body as well. Don't just do it because you're so pained doing it.
Yeah, true. Even for plus size models, I feel like people really underestimate plus size models.
Stop sleeping on
people
us.
Look at plus size models, fine, they do bridal shoots and they do all this nice
and they expect
photos,
us to be bubbly.
And they expect you and also to be like lifestyle bloggers, like, oh, we just looking
we're
down,
all, we're like champagne. We can do high fashion, please. Okay, fashion, not high, but yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, so I think plus size models need to really push themselves a bit more. And also try out different things. If you guys have shot, if you happen to shoot, if you're lucky enough to shoot the photographer who knows how to capture motion,
do it.
Those are the best.
Do it.
Those are the best because it allows you movement. And the trick that people don't know is the transition is usually very short.
Yeah.
That time when you're changing from pose to pose,
I'm in the middle of walking, not that you have stepped down.
That is usually the shot. That time when you're
money shot. I
think I've shot with this. The photographer I shot it's called Mohammed Abbas. Abbas is the kind of person who'll tell you, like you'll just be looking at yourself and like, Bennett, hold it.
That thing you're doing.
That's the one. Don't even change.
Get it.
And most models are not usually aware of when they're doing the transition, but that is usually
that's where
the shot. That when you're overthinking,
nothing comes out. So just calm down. You'll get it. You get it. So now you're going to show us what to do, tick, and what not to do.
Yes.
So 3 of each.
Yes.
3 shots you should do, 3 shots you shouldn't.
Okay.
Alright. So I should exit.
So first things first, anytime you go into a shoot, you have to understand your body. Be straight, as in posture is everything. If you go to a photo shoot and you're like this, then already you're set to fail. So make sure you're upright, make sure you have your center. First thing you should do, and the most basic pose, like I was telling you initially, most basic pose is usually this. But then you don't have to hold here. What you can simply do is your right leg, you step out, and then you lean. Don't push, don't do this. You just lean to the side. So when you lean to the side, make sure that your knees are completely straight. So from here, you can do anything you want with your hands. You can put your hands here. Like I said, they don't have to be on either side. You can put this side, you can do this. Simple. Once you have this frame, you can do anything with your hands. Pose number 2, something very simple that you can do is, and I usually tell, especially curvy girls, for this, it makes you, it gives you this nice frame over here. So make sure anytime you have, probably wearing a pencil skirt, if you're wearing pants, it's this. If you're wearing a fitting outfit, a gown, beautiful fitting gown, always go for this. It gives you a really nice frame. And then don't be straight when you do this. Try and lean in to the side. Yeah, so you can lean into your right, depending on which leg is forward. If it's your right leg that's to your front, you lean to the side. And then of course with your hands, you can always do this, do that, hold. Remember, little finger faces the camera. This one, you hide it. Little finger faces the camera. Don't do this. Yeah, do this. And then number 3 is usually a very simple side pose. So you can always, if you're facing this side, just bend this leg just slightly and then lean. Very simple. Just lean.
3 don'ts.
So those are 3 simple poses that you guys can do. And then 3 don'ts. This is what you shouldn't do when you go for a photo shoot. Number 1, I'm gonna do the exact same poses, but now what you shouldn't do. Don't do this. It's just
not cute.
Yeah, there's a way in which you can do it. If you change a few things, then you can do it. But when you just do this, I know Tyra Banks has done this so many times. I think photographers are tired of it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Alright, second thing, when you are doing this pose, please. I've seen, when I started modeling, we used to be told, bend. So how I used to do my T-stand as a model, I used to do this. This part used to hurt. So please don't do that. It looks really awkward. It makes you look shorter. So when you're here, don't do this. And then at least don't also let your arms just be too straight. Angles. Yeah? Lastly, when you're doing this side pose, remember, when it comes to angles, you have to create the angle away from the camera. When I stand like this and do this, you can't see. The photographer will not see this. When I do this, then you can see an angle. When I do this, you can see an angle. When I do this, you can't see anything. So at the end of the day, when you're doing this pose, try and make sure your arm is outwards, or try and make sure your arm is, like, make sure we can see at least also your second arm. Can't have one arm. Try and show us your second arm. Try and make sure that your hands are somewhere within the frame. And then the angles. Angles are very important. You don't form angles like this, you form angles away from the camera. Yeah? Same case if you pose like this with a Beyonce in the hand. We cannot see it. Yeah? You have to bring it to the side. Yes, and those are 3 simple do's and don'ts.
So guys, we have taught you how to put, like we've taught you everything. You should now be a high fashion model, and if these poses don't get you booked, blame PAYNETTE'S. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. If you aren't already subscribed to her channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because she has bomb content on there as well. So I will leave it in the description bar. PAYNETTE'S hotels.
Make sure you...
No, it looks short because I'm standing next to you.
Sorry. Make sure...
Never.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yay!
Subscribe and click the notification bell. Number 2, thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Because you know you like this
Thumbs
content.
up.
You know you like
Thumbs
it.
up.
Don't be
Yeah.
here.
And number 3, share. Drag your
Fine,
models,
right.
friends. Please, you have friends.
Every time someone is like, oh, how do I pose?
Share.
Send them
In
this
fact, when they ask you, I want to do a shoot, what do I... share a link.
this one.
Send.
This is what they say. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until tomorrow. Bye.